Hello everyone, very good evening. How you all are doing? I hope you guys are doing very well. So this is a very important session for you guys. So mostly students wait for this session, like they want to know about the current affair events that happen in a complete week. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss about the important events that happened in the last week. That is from 1st of Feb till to 7th of Feb, right? So we have to discuss about all the important things related to agriculture and rural development in the last week. So let's start our discussion. But before proceeding forward, I just want to tell you that please update your application so that you can take the benefits of this feature which are available for you on the application of Oliveboard. And with that, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get the notification of all the classes that are available for you. And side by side, install the application of Oliveboard if you are newcomer. And that's all, right? So let's start our discussion about the current affair events that happened in the last week related to agriculture. So firstly, we'll discuss about the annual water quality report 2024. It was released on 31st of December, but इसके कुछ important updates जो हैं इस report के वो हमें जनवरी के mid में और जनवरी के end में पता लगे थे. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं इस रिपोर्ट को यहाँ पर आप लोगों को पूरा डिटेल में करा रही हूँ. एंड विद दैट विल आल्सो डिस्कस सम क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू इट सो दैट एनीथिंग व्हिच इज रिलेटेड विद द रिपोर्ट विल बी कंप्लीटली कवर्ड. ओके, तो चलिए हम रिपोर्ट से बिगिन करेंगे अपने सेशन को. And after that, we'll continue about the union budget, questions related to union budget, and the recent agriculture events will be covered in today's session. Okay, so let's start our discussion. Let's start our today's session. So here we go. Okay. Let's start with the annual groundwater quality report. So, as this report was published on 31st of December 2024, but there was some data updation which was happened in the month of January. That's why this report becomes important for you in the current affair of these months. Okay. So, this report was published by Union Minister of Jal Shakti and his name is Shri C.R. Patil. And this report is the first to adopt a standard operating procedure for groundwater quality monitoring, ensuring uniformity in data collection, analysis, and interpretation. तो ये इस तरह की एक फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट है जिसने स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर्स का यूज किया है ग्राउंड वाटर क्वालिटी को मॉनिटर करने के लिए एंड टू इंश्योर द यूनिफॉर्मिटी इन डेटा कलेक्शंस एनालिसिस एंड इंटरप्रिटेशन. दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स रिलेटेड टू इट. एंड दिस रिपोर्ट असेसमेंट, सो ये जो आपका एनुअल वाटर क्वालिटी रिपोर्ट है इसके लिए जो भी वाटर क्वालिटी का असेसमेंट किया जाता है, सो विच पर्टिकुलर बोर्ड इज एसोसिएटेड विद द असेसमेंट ऑफ ग्राउंड वाटर क्वालिटी असेसमेंट. सो इट इज सेंट्रल ग्राउंड वाटर बोर्ड. Okay, which can be used for taking suitable remedial measures and further planning by various stakeholders. तो इस रिपोर्ट से क्या क्या फर्दर हमें बेनिफिट्स हो सकते हैं. सो व्हेन दिस रिपोर्ट स्टडीज विल बी कंडक्टेड एंड वट एवर द डेटा दैट was obtained from this report, it can be utilized to take suitable remedial measures and further planning by various stakeholders. And where is the headquarter of Central Groundwater Board? So it is situated at Faridabad. जो central headquarter है वो फरीदाबाद में है. And this Central Groundwater Board comes under the Ministry of Jal Shakti, which comes under the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India. Okay. Now, what are the different outcomes of this report? So, what it do, it provides. So, ये जो annual groundwater quality report है, इसका main outcomes क्या होते हैं that you obtain from this report? So, it provides a comprehensive analysis of groundwater quality of water. And what are the different means of this analysis, like background monitoring हो गया, trend analysis हो गया, hotspot identification हो गया. So with a robust data set derived from over 15,200 monitoring locations and focused assessments at 4,982 trend stations, the report delivers critical insights into groundwater quality variations across spatial and temporal scales. ठीक है, तो ये इस रिपोर्ट से विल गेट ऑल द डेटाज एंड वी किन एक्सेस लाइक के वाटर क्वालिटी में कहाँ पर क्या वेरिएशंस हो रहे हैं, एंड हाउ वी कैन रिजोल्व them. Okay, whatever the variations that are occurring, and how we can resolve all the variations that are occurring in the reports of groundwater quality. Okay. Now, what is the important significance of this report? इस report का important significance क्या रहता है? So, it serves as a scientific baseline. So, whatsoever the policy makers, the government want to take certain initiatives, government wants to work on certain missions or the programs. So, ये जो report से data obtain होता है, the data act as a critical scientific baseline for the policy makers, for the researchers, for the stakeholders, so that they will be engaged in groundwater management practices. Okay. And what is that report? Is basically this report is a data driven approach, and evidence based findings provide a foundation for informed decision making, which aimed at, जिसका मेन एम क्या रहता है, to enhance the groundwater sustainability को बढ़ाना, and whatever the contamination risk are उनको mitigate करना, and to promote the adaptive water use practices. And it also help in ki adaptive water use practices ko we need to promote. Okay, so these are the significances of this report. Now this is the important information. ठीक है, ये information please write this information in your notebook also. ठीक है, इसका screenshot ले लो, लिख लो, because from there you will have the questions. अभी हम questions का भी discussion करेंगे from this part, or these questions will be related to these points. Okay, so first key highlight क्या रहा इस report का, this annual groundwater quality report. So first important highlight ये है कि that groundwater extraction, the report states that the degree of groundwater extraction, कि कितना groundwater इंडिया से extract होता है, and its degree is 60.4%. Safe blocks, so approximately 73% of the analyzed blocks fall within the safe category. वो safe category के अंदर आ रहे हैं, where from where you are accessing or extracting out the groundwater. तो 73% of the analyzed blocks comes under the safe category. Indicate adequate replenishment of groundwater resources. जो इस पॉइंट को इंडिकेट करता है दैट एडिक्वेटली रिप्लेनिशमेंट हो रहा है ग्राउंड वाटर रिसोर्सेज का. नेक्स्ट इज अबाउट नाइट्रेट पॉल्यूशन. So there are 440 districts which are having excessive nitrates in their groundwater as of 2023 report. तो 2023 report के साथ जब एनालाइज किया गया, so it was realized कि near to राइट कि 440 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में एक्सेसिव नाइट्रेट्स था वहां के ग्राउंड वाटर में. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट विच पर्टिकुलर स्टेट हैव द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ नाइट्रेट, सो इट वाज ऑब्जर्व दैट राजस्थान हैव 49% ऑफ नाइट्रेट इन इट्स वाटर, कर्नाटका हैव 48%, Tamil Nadu have 37%, and the report identifies uranium contamination भी है particularly in Rajasthan and Punjab, where the highest numbers of samples exceed, तो जिनमें uranium contamination if that was observed the highest, so it was 100 parts per billion. Okay, fluoride contamination भी major concern है in the states like Rajasthan, Haryana, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Okay. Other important highlights are, if we talk about the cation chemistry, so calcium is considered as की present है highest amount में. After that there is sodium and then the potassium. तो cation में सबसे ज्यादा अगर कोई chemical है that is found in the groundwater, it is a calcium. And when we talk about the anion, so here the carbonate ion is the most prevalent one, and after that it was the chloride ion and then the sulfate ion. So that was the way. Okay, that was the order. And this indicates that कि overall water में हमारे country के calcium and carbonate ions का concentration is quite high. Some regions face sporadic contamination, और कुछ regions में like occasionally after not so frequent, not so regular, but there was some contaminations of nitrates and fluoride and arsenic were also visible. Okay, seasonal trend observed in parameters like electrical conductivity के बारे में बात करें, fluorides के बारे में बात करें, which provide evidences of positive जिससे ये आपका इंडिकेशन रहा दैट पॉजिटिव मॉनसून डिस्चार्ज इफेक्ट इज विजिबल इन द एरियाज विच हेल्प्स इन इम्प्रूविंग द वाटर क्वालिटी. सो ये आपके कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट ऑब्जर्वेशंस है ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर रिपोर्ट दैट इज राइट एनुअल ग्राउंड वाटर क्वालिटी रिपोर्ट. If we talk about the agricultural perspective, so agricultural perspective say when we analyze that, the analysis of sodium adsorption ratio and residual sodium carbonate, they reinforces that generally favorable suitability of groundwater for irrigation with over 81% of samples meeting safe thresholds. कि जितने सैंपल्स वी जस्ट प्रोवाइडेड कि ये आपके ग्राउंड वाटर सुटेबल है क्या इरिगेशन के, तो 81% सैंपल से ज़्यादा आर कंसिडर्ड अंडर द सेफ थ्रेशोल्ड्स एंड दे कैन बी यूज फॉर द like irrigation purposes. However, localized issues of high sodium content का ज़्यादा होना and residual sodium carbonates values demand targeted interventions कि targetedly they need to be intervened so that long term soil degradation की problems को resolve किया जा सके, उनके against effective actions time basis पर लिए जा सके, right? 100% of groundwater samples in northeastern states are in excellent category कि वहाँ का water we can use for the irrigation purpose. It is quite good in quality. ठीक है, तो northeastern states are now still in good condition as compared to the other states of our country, right? Now, when it was checked, like what are the major reasons for groundwater contamination? कि भैया groundwater इतना contaminate क्यों हो रहा है? What are the major reasons for its contamination? What are the major factors that cause the contamination of the groundwater? So it was observed that we are using excess of fertilizers in our field. ठीक है, excess of fertilizers का utilization हो रहा है field में. We are relying a lot on nitrogen-based synthetic fertilizers in agriculture, which leads to nitrate leaching into the groundwater, और ये nitrate फिर leach out होके हमारे groundwater में चला जाता है. Industrial effluents like discharge of untreated or inadequately treated industrial waste introduces heavy metals and other toxic substances into groundwater. So what we are doing कि untreated or inadequately treated industrial waste को सीधा what we are doing उसको सीधा हम water bodies में जाकर छोड़ देते हैं. So that's how heavy metals और जो दूसरे toxic substances है they are introduced in the water bodies and from there they leach inside the groundwater. So that's how industrial effluent भी reason है groundwater contamination का. Next is geological formations in some regions release naturally occurring contaminants. So geological formations हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ processes होते रहती हैं. So when these processes occur like soil formation processes होती हैं. So during that processes जो naturally occurring contaminants हैं like arsenic है, fluorides है, uranium है, they go inside in the deep groundwater layers and that's how they contaminate the groundwater. Excessive extraction lowers the groundwater, concentrating naturally occurring contaminants like arsenic, uranium, and fluoride. So when we keep on, जब हम water को excessively extract करने की कोशिश करते हैं from the soil, from the actually ground, so what we observe कि water table फिर उतना ही नीचे जाते रहती है और excessively जो नीचे वाली layers होते हैं वहाँ पे आपका कंसेंट्रेटेड कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा रहता है इन सभी कंटामिनेट्स का और वाटर के साथ ये डिजोल्व होके आपके वाटर को कंटामिनेट कर देते हैं. सो दीज आर ऑब्जर्व. सो नाउ वी नो दैट वाटर इज डिटोरेटिंग वट एवर द वाटर द ग्राउंड वाटर क्वालिटी को अगर हम देखें तो वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिटोरेट हो गई है बिकॉज ऑफ द ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज़. So for this purpose, government has also taken some initiatives. Government कुछ initiatives ले रही है. Government is working on that. तो ये report हमें help करती है to the policy makers, to the government की specific initiatives लिए जाएं, specific works perform किए जाएं on a timely basis. So what are the government initiatives in this regard? ठीक है, तो एक तो है कि जो national aquifer mapping program, that is NAQUIM, right? So this is a national aquifer mapping programs. ये aquifers basically recharge करने के लिए ground water को create किए जाते हैं to delineate and characterize the aquifer system in the country. तो ये एक program है which is launched by the government टू डिलीनेट करने के लिए, मार्क करने के लिए और कैरेक्टराइज करने के लिए एक्वाफर सिस्टम्स को कंट्री में. Other than that, we have National Rural Drinking Water Program. So what that program do? It address the contaminants जैसे कि फ्लोराइड्स है, आर्सेनिक है, थ्रू वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स एंड ऑल्टरनेट वाटर सप्लाई सॉल्यूशंस. और उसके लिए क्या क्या वाटर सप्लाई सॉल्यूशंस परफॉर्म किए जा सकते हैं, लिए जा सकते हैं. इट वर्क्स ऑन दैट. ठीक है. अदर देन दैट वी हैव जल क्रांति अभियान, जिसका एम क्या है? इट्स एम्ड एट कंसोलिडेटिंग वाटर कंजर्वेशन and management initiatives in the country through a holistic and integrated approach involving all stakeholders, and all the stakeholders will be involved in it. Okay. Other than that, we have Atal Bhujal Yojana. So this Atal Bhujal Yojana was launched to improve groundwater management in priority area. जो भी priorities areas हैं, ठीक है, in that areas if we want that कि जो groundwater management है that should be improved. ठीक है. जो आपके ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड ब्लॉक्स हैं, क्रिटिकल ब्लॉक्स हैं, वेयर द ग्राउंड वाटर इज हाईली कंटामिनेटेड, सो दिस फोकस ऑन दैट कि जो भूजल है, ग्राउंड वाटर है, दैट शुड बी इम्प्रूव्ड. उसको मैनेज कैसे किया जाए. नमामि गंगा प्रोग्राम वर्क्स ऑन क्लीन एंड रिजुनेट द रिवर गंगा बेसिन्स को क्लियर करना, इंक्लूडिंग द मिटिगेशन ऑफ ग्राउंड वाटर कंटामिनेशंस इन एडजेसेंट एरियाज. और जो भी एडजेसेंट एरियाज में ग्राउंड वाटर कंटामिनेट हो रहा है उसको मिटिगेट करने के लिए भी स्पेसिफिक मेजर्स को अडॉप्ट करना. सो दीज आर द गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स इन दिस रिगार्ड. अदर देन दैट, व्हाट इज द पॉलिसी रिकमेंडेशन? ठीक है. सो एनुअल ग्राउंड वाटर क्वालिटी रिपोर्ट के साथ ही देयर इज वन मोर थिंग दैट वी नीड टू डिस्कस, दैट इज द पॉलिसी रिकमेंडेशंस. सो here we have the regulatory framework like implementation of national water policy. ठीक है. national water policy को implement करना with the main emphasis on कि there is a need to monitor the water quality. Okay. Sustainable agriculture practices, that we should move towards organic farming, natural farming practices, precision farming techniques, so that the overuse of fertilizers will be reduced. And even though हम modern irrigation practices को adopt करेंगे like the drip irrigation practices and the sprinkler irrigation practices. Okay. Water treatment technologies, so that promote low cost filtration techniques. So there's a need to promote low cost filtration techniques for rural households to address contaminant. See, rural peoples are not capable of affording the good high expensive जो आपके water purifiers हैं, other things हैं. So there's a need कि उनके लिए low cost filtration techniques will be there, so that they will also be capable of consuming the good quality water. Groundwater recharge initiatives. So under this, accelerate the adoption of rainwater harvesting should be done, and they should be managed aquifer recharge projects so that groundwater levels will be replenished. Okay. So there's a need to work over these things. Now there are some questions related to annual groundwater quality reports. Okay. So let's talk about it. Yeah. So there is a need, like what is the primary cause of groundwater contamination in India? ठीक है. Groundwater contamination का main reason क्या है? So what should be the right answer for this question? Yeah, what should be the right answer for this question? क्या है major region? Options here are industrial waste, agriculture practices, urbanization, and climate change. Obviously, we had discussed about all the regions or the primary cause of groundwater contamination, and the right answer false is agricultural practices. पढ़ाई है अभी हमने. ठीक है. Next we have, which state has the highest percentage of districts with excessive nitrate level in groundwater? Just अभी हमने की highlights में discuss किया था about that. Options here are Rajasthan, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. And the right answer fall is Rajasthan. राजस्थान में सबसे ज्यादा आपका groundwater contaminated है with nitrate. Okay. What is the safe limit of nitrate level in groundwater as per the report? तो report के according कितना groundwater में nitrate जो present है that is considered as safe level. So the right answer for this question will be 45 mg per liter. Okay. Now the next question is which of the following is a government initiative to conserve groundwater? Groundwater को conserve करने के लिए क्या एक specific government initiative है? We just discussed about this thing. Like we have the Jal Jeevan Mission, we have the Atal Bhujal Mission or Yojana, we have the National Aquifer Mapping and Management Program. The right answer for this question is option number D. Got it? Next is, the next question is, what percentage of India's districts have reported nitrate level exceeding safe limits? कितने districts में? Okay, so what percentage of India's districts have reported? So we discussed about the number, that is 440 districts have the contamination. Groundwater is contaminated. So if it is in percentage, like what should be your answer? It should be 56%. Okay, 56% of India's districts have reported nitrate level exceeding the safe limit, that is 45 mg per liter. Got it? We had discussed all this. Okay, now we had discussed the questions related to this portion also. Now let's talk about the union budget. ठीक है, यूनियन बजट भी इसी ड्यूरेशन में हमारा कवर हुआ है, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर कवरिंग द यूनियन बजट ऑल्सो. उसके साथ साथ इसके रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस करेंगे एंड देन विल डिस्कस सम इम्पोर्टेंट स्कीम्स जो इस स्पेसिफिक टेन्योर में स्पेसिफिक वीक में आपका रिलेटेड है एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट के साथ, दैट कैन बी आस्क्ड. ओके, so in our union budget for the year 2025-26, that agriculture is considered as the first engine for India's development. Okay, and under the budget 2025-26, it is prioritized that agriculture growth should be considered, farmer support and sustainability. For this, where we are focusing on, so under the union budget 2025-26 से focus किया गया है that we should work on establishing the मखाना board. और अभी रिसेंट में नेशनल मिशन ऑन मखाना ग्रोथ आपका आया है, उसके बारे में भी डिस्कशन होगा. नेशनल मिशन फॉर हाई यील्डिंग सीड्स, cotton productivity mission, enhanced kisan credit card, urea plant expansion, sustainable fisheries development to benefit farmers and boost production. So these are the different initiatives that are mentioned under the union budget 2025-26 which are focusing on agricultural growth. Got it? So here we have first important initiative is Makhana board in Bihar. So what are the important points for that? कि दिस बोर्ड, इस बोर्ड का क्या मेन एम रहेगा कि देयर इज अ नीड टू बूस्ट द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ मखाना, प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ इट, इट्स वैल्यू एडिशन, इट्स मार्केटिंग. ठीक है, ये आपके इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स थे मखाना के बारे में जो मेंशन थे. अब व्हाट इज मखाना एंड व्हाट्स द इंपॉर्टेंट टेक्निक्स एसोसिएटेड विद इट, वो भी अभी डिस्कस करेंगे बिकॉज वो रिसेंट में आपका न्यूज में रहा है. एंड विद दैट, this board is also aimed at supporting farmers through farmer producer organization, and additionally, see, we are working on it for a new project. So there is a need to provide training and ensure farmers gain access to relevant government schemes also. ठीक है, सेकेंड जो इम्पोर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव था रिलेटेड टू एग्रीकल्चर दैट इज मेंशन्ड इन द यूनियन बजट 2025-26 इज प्राइम मिनिस्टर धन धान्य कृषि योजना. So what is the main aim of this योजना? एम क्या है? डेवलपिंग एग्री डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, एग्री डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोग्राम्स को डेवलप करना. एंड under this, it is selected that कि 100 districts where the productivity is quite low, agriculture productivity काफी low है, and crop intensity is also moderate, and below average credit parameters है, there is a need to boost that areas. उन सभी 100 districts को boost करना है. And under this Prime Minister धन धान्य कृषि योजना, benefit will be provided to 1.5 crore farmers while supporting farmers through farmer producer organization. ठीक है, तो ये हमारा इस प्रोग्राम का कृषि प्रधानमंत्री धन धान्य कृषि योजना के इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हो गए. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी हैव बिल्डिंग रूरल प्रॉस्पेरिटी एंड रेजिलियंस. ओके, सो दिस इज कंसिडर्ड एज A comprehensive multi-sectoral program will be launched in partnership with states to tackle underemployment in agriculture by focusing on. ठीक है, तो एक आपका रूरल प्रोस्पेरिटी एंड रेजिलियंस को बिल्ड करने के लिए, right? So it was decided to work on a comprehensive multi-sectoral program, and that will be launched in partnership with states. And what should be the main aim of it कि under employment को आपको कम करना है in agriculture, and the main focus will be on skill development, investment, technology, and revitalizing the rural economy, that the rural economy should be revitalized. And this phase 1 of this building rural prosperity and resilience will target 100 developing agricultural districts. Okay. Next is mission for Atmanirbharta in pulses. Like government is focusing on कि हमें आत्मनिर्भर बनना है in pulses production. Okay, and so this is a 6-year mission. ठीक है, 6-year mission, and the major pulses that we will focus on are tur, urad, and masoor. Okay, and NAFED and NCCF will procure these pulses from farmers during the next 4 years में farmers से procurement रहेगा इन pulses का by NAFED and NCCF. Okay, next जो important highlight है related to agriculture that is mentioned in the budget, वो हमारा है National Mission on High Yielding Seeds. Right, so what we are focusing on, so the Union Ministry of Agriculture is focusing on launching a mission, that is National Mission on High Yielding Seeds, so that what is the main agenda of launching this mission? To improve the research in this field and to have the developments and propagation of high yielding varieties of seeds that have the pest resistance, climate resilient. Okay, so that आपके पास अच्छा क्वालिटी का सीड रहेगा, so the productivity will be improved. So we are focusing on the initial stage. ठीक है, high yielding varieties का seeds का production करना है, तो ये भी एक important highlight है that is mentioned in the Union Budget 2025-26. Okay, and this mission will help. What's the main aim of this mission? It will help commercialize over जो 100 seed varieties released हुई हैं since 2024 का जुलाई से till today, उनको commercialize करना, and that's how आपके पास good quality का initial material रहेगा, so productivity will be good. Okay, next is सेकेंड जीन बैंक को इस्टेब्लिश करने की बात की गई है, एंड दिस जीन बैंक विल बी इस्टेब्लिश इन न्यू दिल्ली अंडर द ICAR IRRI. And what this gene bank will do is under this gene bank we will safeguard and हम इसको क्या बोलेंगे, safely place करेंगे 10 lakh germplasm lines को, right, so that it can be utilized in future food and nutritional security purposes. ठीक है, तो that is for the safeguarding of 10 lakh germplasm lines. So second gene bank को establish करने की बात बोला. Okay, next is mission for cotton productivity. Right, cotton productivity को boost करने के लिए, right, and sustainably we are moving towards, देखो initially all over the time India is considered as textile, India have a good traditional textile industry. ठीक है, so we need to कि हमें इसको revamp करना है and we need to work on it so that हमारा cotton production जो है that will be high and we will have sustainable approaches रहेंगे, sustainably always the resources available in this way. So for that purpose एक 5-year mission which aims to significantly increase cotton productivity and sustainability with a focus on promoting extra long staple cotton varieties. ठीक है, and yeah, this mission will benefit millions of cotton farmers and help revitalize India's traditional textile industry. Okay, next important initiative is enhanced credit through किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड की पहले लिमिट थी 3 lakhs. ठीक है, the loan limit under the modified interest subvention scheme will now be raised from 3 lakh to 5 lakh. ठीक है, and that will benefit the millions of farmers, fishermen and the dairy farmers as well. Okay, next हमारा क्या important highlight रहा, that comprehensive program for vegetable and fruit, see vegetables growth fruit growth, we are getting a lot of revenue from this sector. ठीक है, तो इसलिए we are working on a comprehensive program to promote ताकि vegetables and fruits का production improve हो, promote हो, efficient supplies हो, processing रहे and remunerative prices हो for farmers to be launched in partnership with states. ठीक है, so there is a need for a comprehensive program and it is also mentioned in our Union Budget 2025-26. Okay. And next important point is that we are working on establishing a new urea plant in Assam. Like हमारी country का एक urea plant है and we are working on कि new urea plant को establish करना है so that will not have to depend upon other countries कि import होगा then we will utilize it in our field ताकि नाइट्रोजन का जो हमारे क्रॉप को सप्लीमेंट हमें देना है वो हम दे सके. So we wants to become आत्मनिर्भर in urea production so that the dependency on imports will be reduced. And for this, what we are thinking of establishing a new urea plant in Namrup, Assam, with an annual capacity of 12.7 lakh metric tons. ठीक है? Now, the last important point regarding the agriculture sector in the union budget about the fisheries. So what we are thinking of, government ने एक framework लाया है for sustainable harnessing of fisheries from Indian exclusive economic zones and high seas with the special focus, जिसका special focus रहेगा अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड से हमें फिश रिसोर्सेज ऑब्टेन हो, लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड से एंड विल यूटिलाइज दैट. ठीक है. So that's all about the important points related to agriculture sector in our Union Budget 2025-26. Now let's do some questions related to it. तो इसके related कुछ questions भी हम लोग discuss कर लेते हैं. So first question for you is, let's do the questions now. So first questions for you in this regard is, what initiative was announced to boost the production and marketing of makhana in Bihar? So it is the Makhana Board. ठीक है, we are working on the establishment of Makhana Board in Bihar ताकि makhana production and marketing will be boosted up. Okay. Next is, how many districts will be covered under the Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana? So we just discussed there are total 100 districts will be covered under this, right? Which are having very low productivity and low crop intensity. Next is, what is the primary focus of the mission for Atmanirbharta in pulses? So main focus क्या है? We need to increase the production of certain pulses like tur, urad and masoor. Next question is, what is the new loan limit for the Kisan Credit Card Scheme under the Modified Interest Subvention Scheme? So new loan limit क्या रहेगी? That is 5 lakh. ठीक है, इनिशियली इट वाज 3 लाख, अब इसको इंक्रीज करके 5 लाख कर दिया है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, विच न्यू मिशन एम्स टू इम्प्रूव रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हाई यील्डिंग सीड वेराइटीज? तो मेन न्यू मिशन जो अभी लॉन्च हुआ है जिसके बारे में इट वाज डिस्कस्ड इन द यूनियन बजट 2025-26, so that the research and development of high yielding seed varieties will be improved. So this is national mission on high yielding seeds. Okay, the right answer for this question is option number 2. All right. Now the next question is, what is the duration of the mission for cotton productivity? So that mission for cotton productivity के लिए कितना time allot हुआ है? Duration is 5 years, right? And what will be the second gene bank established by the government house? तो कितना basically जर्म प्लाज्म जो है सेकेंड जो जीन बैंक एस्टैब्लिश हो रहा है बाय द गवर्नमेंट वो अपने अंदर सेफ गार्ड करेगा. सो इट विल सेफ गार्ड 10 lakh जर्म प्लाज्म लाइन्स इन इट. Okay, so that's all about the union budget. So we had discussed about the union budget. After that, we discussed about the annual groundwater report or उसके related questions. Then we discussed about the union budget, and now we are discussing about some important highlights. ठीक है, जो आपके इस duration में इस 1 week में related to agriculture आपके news में रहे हैं. So first is about artificial intelligence for farming. ठीक है, तो government ने artificial intelligence को AI methods को employ किया है to address various challenges. Right, agriculture sector have certain challenges. So to address these challenges, there are AI technologies that are introduced in the agriculture sector, and some of the important initiatives of it are Kisan E-Mitra. So Kisan E-Mitra kya hai? This is an AI powered chat bot that have been developed to assist farmers with responses to the queries about the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. So farmers, if they are having any doubt regarding the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, so this Kisan E-Mitra will help the farmers to clear their queries. And this solution supports multiple languages. Kisan E-Mitra is available in multiple languages and is evolving to assist with other government और initially अभी इसके लिए और फिर further ये जो दूसरे government programs है it will assist in them also. ठीक है. National Pest Surveillance System. So what is the main role of National Pest Surveillance System? So for tackling the loss of produce due to climate change, so when there are the climate changes, there are the chances of the produce जो भी आपका agriculture output है that will reduce. So what this National Pest Surveillance System do? It will tackle the losses of produce due to climate changes, utilizes AI and machine learning ML to detect pest infestations in crop issues. Crop issues में जो भी pest infestation हो रहा है, it will detect them. Enable timely interventions for healthy crops and wherever needed, timely उसको intervene करके so that it will help in the getting the healthier crops from the area. AI-based analytics that will use field photographs for crop health assessment and crop health monitoring using satellites, weather and soil moisture datasets for rice and wheat crops. तो ये आपको help करेगा crop health के assessment करने में, crop health monitoring करने में. That will be with the help of the photographs, with the help of the satellites, weather and soil moisture datasets. Okay. Next is about restructured National Bamboo Mission. So it is an old one. There is a need to restructure this. And what are the important points about this restructured National Bamboo Mission? So it has been launched as a centrally sponsored scheme in 2018-19. तो ये 2018-19 में as a centrally sponsored scheme launch हुआ. Now the National Bamboo Mission provides what it do. It provides assistance to both the government and the private sector for the propagation and cultivation of bamboo in non-forest lands, bamboo treatment, establishment of markets, incubation centers, value-added product development and processing, and development of tools and equipments. Okay, so National Bamboo Mission initially it helps the farmers in all these different sectors and in different ways. ठीक है, पूरा help करा. Just give me a second. I don't know why this thing happened. Just give me a second. Yeah. ठीक है, तो ये national mission, restructured national mission is a very new initiative and the talk about, yeah. I think is it visible to you now? Okay. So this national restructured National Bamboo Mission, initially these were the main objectives that were fulfilled by this national mission or National Bamboo Mission. Now the funding pattern is इसका funding pattern is 60:40 between central and state government for all states. सभी states के लिए सिर्फ north eastern and hilly states को छोड़कर where it is 90:10 like 100% in case of union territories. Bamboo technology support groups and national level agencies. ठीक है, so generally for all the states it is 60:40. For northeastern and hilly state it is 90:10 जो आपका distribution है funds का between central and state governments, and for the union territories, for the bamboo technology support groups and for national level agencies it is totally fully funded. Okay, fully funded by the central government. Okay, now what are the major objectives of this restructured National Bamboo Mission? So what are the main objectives? सबसे पहले तो to increase the availability of quality planting material. ठीक है, quality planting material का availability should be increased. Area expansion of bamboo cultivation, improve post-harvest management, Primary treatment and seasoning should be done of the bamboo that is obtained. Preservation technologies, market infrastructure, product development, promote skill development and realign efforts so that it will reduce dependency on imports of bamboo and bamboo products. Okay, so we need to focus on the bamboo plantation, quality planting material should be available so that will not be depend upon the import of the bamboos and the bamboo products from other countries. Okay. Now, the restructured National Bamboo Mission is being implemented. So, this is implemented in उत्तर प्रदेश since 2019-20. तो ये recent में देखो क्या क्या information है कि 2019-20 में it is being implemented in Uttar Pradesh. Now, Bareilly Bamboo Cluster under National Bamboo Mission is operational in Shahjahanpur district. And under the National Bamboo Mission activities, क्या-क्या important activities है that nursery establishment, bamboo plantation, skill development, demonstration of bamboo products have been undertaken in the areas surrounding Shahjahanpur parliamentary constituency of Uttar Pradesh state. ठीक है. सो ये जो रिस्ट्रक्चर्ड नेशनल बैम्बू मिशन है इज वर्किंग ऑन, अभी भी वर्क कर रहा है फ्रॉम द टाइम, और इसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव ये सब रहा. सी इनिशियली दीज ऑल आर इंक्लूडेड हियर एंड दीज आर वर्क्स परफॉर्म देयर, बट why we discussed it because it is currently in news. तो currently in news है, किसी स्टेट में कोई डेवलपमेंट हुआ है और कोई इसको लेकर वर्क हुआ है. So because of that, if something comes in news, चाहे वो कितना ही पुराना मिशन है, that will form the question in your examination. That's why we discussed about restructured National Bamboo Mission now. Now, if we talk about agriculture markets, so when we talk about agriculture marketing for the sale of the products like agricultural जो आपके products हैं obtained from the field is a state subject. It comes under the state list. ठीक है, when we talk about the union list, state list and concurrent list, so agriculture marketing comes under the state list, state subject, and agricultural produce market committee, they are regulated under the respective state agriculture produce market committee act. ठीक है, हर एक स्टेट के अंदर there are state agriculture produce market committee act हैं, they regulate them. So it can be a question कि agriculture marketing comes under like which list? It comes under the state list. Okay. Next is what is student ready program. So you might have heard in your undergraduations, if you are from the agriculture background, there are certain programs so that you will be aware about the practices जो कि agriculture fields में होती हैं. So what is that student ready program? So it's an integral part of the undergraduate degree program in the discipline of agriculture and allied area. So when you are doing your graduations, undergraduations from agriculture and allied subjects, there is a student ready program there. So what are the 5 important components of the student ready program? So they are the experimental learning, which is business mode learning. Then we have the experiential learning, which is hands-on training like skill development, like you will work with the farmers on their farmlands and that's how you will get your learnings and knowledge. Rural awareness work experience, that is a RAWE program, that you visit the different rural areas and aware them about the different things, and you also learn a lot of things from there. In plant training, industrial attachment or internship, in this time you have to be attached or do working with some like training centers पे या फिर industrially attach होके वहाँ से आप सीखोगे नई नई चीजें. And the last one is a students project. You have to work on a project regarding to certain specific type of industries और फिर आपको उसके learnings को you have to explain. Okay. Now, Makhana board के बारे में it is mentioned in the union budget. So specifically for the Makhana board, what are the important points mentioned here? So the National Research Center for Makhana, it is in Darbhanga. It's a well-equipped facility which is dedicated to Makhana research and innovation, and it is supported by a skilled team of scientists. तो जो National Research Center है मखाना के लिए, where it is located? It is located in Darbhanga, or it is basically supported by skilled team of scientists. And what are the important achievements of this Center Research Center. It is developing high yield makhana and thornless water chestnut varieties. ठीक है, water chestnut varieties, thornless water chestnut varieties it develop कर रहा है. Introducing water efficient and integrated farming systems and launching makhana cum fish farming. Cultivation practices of Indian lotus, medicinal plants like Acorcus calamus, which is known as sweet flag, and Alocasia montana have also been established. इनके लिए भी cultural practices established हुई हैं. Several equipments or machines for makhana popping, makhana को pop out करने के लिए from their flowers, and value added products have been developed and licensed to manufacturers for commercialization, namely makhana seed washers, makhana seed graders, makhana seed primary roasting machines, makhana seed popping machines, and popped makhana graders, and various type of value added products. ठीक है, तो काफी सारे instruments and machines have been come out of our knowledge from this research center. National Research Center for Makhana had trained thousands of farmers and entrepreneurs driving regional industries and livelihood. And Makhana cultivation has expanded from approximately पहले 13,000 hectares में ही था among the multiple states. Now it is expanded to 35,000 hectares. Right. After that, yeah. So here let's talk about India's agricultural backbone. Okay, so these are some important achievements mentioned in the economic survey and the important parameters and how we had like कितना हमने food production के sector में work कर लिया है. So government of India has significantly increased budget allocation. तो initially जो budget allocation रहता था in 2008-2009 में 11,915.22 crore. Now it has increased to 1,22,528.77 crore in 2024-25, right? Demonstrating its commitment to the sector कि हम agriculture sector को अब काफी ज़्यादा importance दे रहे हैं. That's why it is considered on the top when we talk about the union budget for the year 2025-26 कि हमने budget allocation last year और उसके basis पे we had worked a lot. ठीक है, 2024-25 में. Okay, next is, so here you can see 2013-14 में इतना था and now in 2024-25 इतना budget allocation था. ठीक है, next, food grain production has surged from, so it was 204.6 million tons in 2004-2005 and now it has estimated like कितना 2023-24 में 332.3 million tons, right, with enhanced productivity or MSP revision ensuring better farmer income. So MSP भी increase हुआ है. In the last year we had observed that MSP is also increased. In 2004-5, the total area under food grain crops was 120 million hectare. इतना ही था. Now, in the fourth advanced estimates, now this expanded to 124.3 million hectares in 2014-15 and now it's reached to how much? 132.1 million hectares in 2023-24. तो major crops के अंदर जो gross area है that is increased. Okay. Now, annual growth rate of real gross value added in the agriculture, forestry, fishing sector has shown fluctuations over there. So we had observed there are fluctuations. Like in 2004-5, it was recorded by 1.4%, slightly declined to 1.2%. So 2004-5 में 1.4% था. 14-15 में it was declined to 1.2%. Now it has increased to 2.1%. Right, so sector has gained momentum in recent years with the growth rate rising to an estimated 2.1% in 2023-24. So what it shows that we had improved efficiency, mechanization and diversification in agriculture sector. ठीक है? So this is some important information that you should be aware about as per the agriculture sector. The real gross value added for agriculture, forestry, fishing has demonstrated substantial growth. showcasing the sector's increasing contribution to the economy. So 2004-5 में the gross value added stood as 13.85 lakh crore, which rose to 18.94 lakh crore in 2014-15, and which increased to 26.42 lakh crore in 2023-24. And this consistent rise highlights the sector's resilience and its vital role in India's economic development. Right? So from the decade like 2014-15 to 2023-24, what we had witnessed ki impressive 69,000 lakh million tons of paddy procurement hua hai. And similarly, if we talk about the wheat procurement, so it was 3,072 lakh million tons. So that is the procurement rate for paddy and wheat, right? So that's all about all the important growths and development in the agriculture sector that we had noticed. ठीक है, और मैंने अभी आपको इकोनॉमिक सर्वे के भी important points बता दिए हैं. And so please, it's a request to all the students who are attending classes here, and I'll provide the PDFs. Please keep on updating your notes on a regular basis. That will help you to cover all the topics on a regular basis. So आपके एग्जाम में आपको काफी ज्यादा हेल्प रहेगा. ठीक है, so here I am ending session for now. We'll meet in the next class. Bye bye, all the very best.